Hi everyone, welcome to my tutorial on green eyeshadow. You know, a lot of times we try to stay away from colors. We are more comfortable with neutrals and browns. And so I am going to demo this compact today, which is our Gold Coast for Mary Kay, Burnished Bronze, Emerald, and then Moss. I also have black liquid eyeliner that I'm going to use. I've already prepped the rest of my face. I wanted to focus on eyes today. I even did mascara. I used our lash primer, curled the lashes, and then I did our Fanorama and lash intensity. I kind of like to do both. I top it up with my Fanorama mascara. I've got medium nude lip liner and then our brand new Poetic Pink lip color. And then on my cheeks, I have a peach pink color. So I love that. So I'm actually going to go ahead and apply the eyeliner first. And I chose a liquid because I like that I can just easily glide it on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just kind of connect the base of my lashes. And one thing with the applicator is if you use the tip of it, you can get a really thin line. If you want a thicker one, then you can do that. So I just go to the corner and then out towards the center. You can see how it kind of defines my eyes a little bit more. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on the other side. I also primed my eyes with eye primer so that everything that I put on will be bold and stay on most of the day. So I'm a girl that if I'm going to put on makeup, I'm going to do it once and it's going to stay for me the rest of the day. So how many of you can agree with me on that, right? So and I'm just going at the base. Okay, so when you're doing eyeliner, it's important to do the top. Now, the bottom is optional. If you have concerns with dark circles under eyes, you might want to just do a light shadow. I'm just going to go and brush just lightly at the base. I'm not putting too much pressure because I don't want it to be too bold. But as you can tell, my eye, it looks bigger when I use eyeliner underneath. So that's what I like to do is put a little a little liner underneath at the base of my lashes. You don't necessarily want to do it in the waterline unless you want your eyes to be smaller. Also, if you have hooded eyes, you might want to go and put it underneath. That actually helps to, when you're doing underneath, that actually helps to give you more definition without taking up a lot of your eye. And that also helps to kind of just lift the eye with that little bit of color up underneath. So you can see how it just opens up, didn't take a lot of my shadow lid eyeliner space. Okay. Feel free to ask questions as you're watching so that I can give instruction for you. So I'm actually going to kind of start with the darkest color on here, which is going to be, I'm going to start with the Emerald. It's not quite as dark as the Moss, but I want it to kind of be my bolder color. So I'm actually going to do a little bit in my crease and I come down to my lashes. And what I like about these is they have a hue of green, but it doesn't scream green, you know? So if you want to do a little bit of color for festivities, but you don't want to be super bold, this is a great way to kind of mix and match some colors. So you can see how I just did, it's almost like a half rainbow of that color. And again, I started kind of a little dot where my arch begins, another dot in the crease, but where my brows end, and then my lashes, and then just come and make a semi half rainbow. If you're ever in doubt with a color, because you might be looking at me and being like, Whoa, that looks bold. We can tone it down with some lighter shadows, okay? So don't give up on me quite yet, right? The key to great application is blending. So we're just blending some colors that I want. Okay. One thing that I'm going to add to this look, I had a this or that post in my VIP group, and it was a look with the moss eyeshadow and a look with the emerald. So I'm kind of blending the two together. So I'm going to actually use a little bit of the biscotti, and I'm going to do the moonstone a little bit. So I'm going to do underneath. So it's pretty bold, right? Right, my crease. Okay, so I'm going to go and put some shadow right underneath it, and I'm just going to blend. So I blended underneath my brow, and you can see how that took it and made it more subtle, right? More subtle. And compared the two, right? Bold and subtle. So I'm going to take this just a little bit, blend it, and I'm choosing a little bit of shimmers. I like to mix and match my mattes and shimmers. So oh, do the top on the eyeliner, right? Yeah, you know, a lot of times what I want to cautious you and prevent is from doing only the bottom. Only the bottom will make you look extra tired, and we don't need any help with that, right? Okay, then this color I'm just putting underneath the brow. And the other colors that are really good with this is the crystalline, the biscotti. I chose the moonstone because it has a little bit of yellow to it, with kind of going on to a St. Patrick's Day theme, you know, with green and golds. Okay, so now you can see my eyes are not too crazy like they were, right? They're looking better. And you can just also get a little bit of color if you need, and just blend a little lighter if necessary. Okay, next what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of neutralize the color with this burnished bronze. So I put a little bit on my angle brush, and I'm going to go over that crease just a little bit inner, but over what I just did. So you can kind of see how that brown sticks out, but still got the gold. I'm going to do my other eye so you can see. You know, I find that eyeshadows are one of the things that we want to know more about. We want to build confidence on, but we're a little bit hesitant. And so watching somebody do it over and over again can really help. And practicing over and over again for our specific eye shape can also build confidence. Okay, so I've got some green in there. I've got some brown in there as well. All right. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so next what I'm saying thank you about, sorry guys, I had a comment that said it looked beautiful, so that's what I was thinking about. Okay, next what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Gold Coast, and I want you to kind of take a look at where my eyes are right now. They're kind of not as bright by my lashes, right? And so I'm going to go ahead and put this on my eyelid, right here on my eyelid up to my crease. And you can see how that just opened up that eye space, right? Just kind of gave it more contrast. Another thing I'm going to add is, and like I said, I'm blending these two, this or that, a little bit together. So now you can see how much brighter my eye looks coming straight at you. And then I'm taking the shiny penny, and I'm just going to dab the shiny penny just right in the middle on the eyelid, just the middle eyelid. Right there, and not blending it. I'm just patting that in there. Okay. So I'm just patting it, kind of swirl, just staying on my eyeball. But look at that. And that just like, whoa. So I love it. Yes, you're so right. Blending is important to neutralize and to make it look more natural. So, and last step. So I technically have used 6 eyeshadow colors, which can be overwhelming, but that's why you could also do a neutral, a base, and then a bright color, right? So I'm going to do the moss, and the moss is a little bit more of a, I'm just going to do it in my corner right here. And this is kind of a darker green, dark bold kind of color. And it's just going to give me that smoky look. So moss is a good, there's some coal or onyx is also good for a smoky look. And I want a little bit more green on this eye. So I'm going to add just a little bit more green. Oops, on this one too. So I'm just kind of going back in. And then if I feel like, oh my gosh, I got a little bold again, I'm going to just brighten that color up with that little bit of lighter color. So if you ever put on a shadow and you're like, I want it to look darker, you can do that with a, you know, a little darker color. If you want it to look brighter, then what you can do is add a little bit of a highlighter to it. And just know sometimes our eye shapes on each eye look a little different. So you might just need to cater to that particular eye's shadowing when you're blending. So there we go. I think I made a little too bold on this eye right here. I'm going to just soften it, just to blend it, soften it. So there we go. Awesome. Well, thank you all for watching with me, participating. And remember that there's no awful colors. There's just a perfect way to blend the right colors and putting them in the right spot. So have fun with your rest of your day. Bye-bye.